It's day 2 of the ideal protein diet. I'm doing okay. The night before day 1, I kind of went on a binge and ate a slice of pizza, 3 pizza rolls. What else did I eat? I had a Heineken beer, but one of those big ones. And peanut M&Ms, because I love peanut M&Ms. And I think the day after, which is my day 1, I totally went through a carb withdrawal because I just put a ton of carbs in my body, and then the next day totally deprived it of those carbs. So yesterday I took like a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day, and today it's about 4:40. So it's the mini fasting period between lunch and dinner, so 1 to 5:30, and I'm just gonna call that time frame the midday ick, because that's like it when I feel the symptoms of not having carbs. I mean, there are carbs in the food, but not what I usually do, because I'm a carbaholic. That's my the doctor's coined term, because I love bread, I love pasta. I do pretty well not having too much sugar, but yeah, I love chips and I love cookies and all of that stuff. So the midday ick is just where I feel it the most. I get kind of like I just want to lay down and take a nap, or I have a headache. I took some ibuprofen today and that seemed to help, and I just keep drinking water to make sure I stay hydrated. I'm not going to the bathroom as much as I was yesterday, so I'm kind of wondering if it's because I had my coffee like after my lunch instead of in the morning. But I kind of slept in today because I was watching movies last night, and I had breakfast like 10 minutes late, but I had lunch on time, but I hadn't had coffee, and I'm used to having some kind of caffeine, so I don't want to put caffeine withdrawal on top of carb withdrawal. So according to my scale, I've lost 2 pounds, but my scale is 2 pounds, was 2 pounds higher than what I weighed at the doctor. So I'm gonna go by the doctor's scale when I visit them on Friday afternoons. But so far I've been completely adherent. The only thing I'm kind of wondering is I chopped up the 1/4 lemon wedge I'm allowed to have. I hate this line on my neck. I'm hoping that goes away. What was I saying? Oh, I cut up the lemon wedge and put it on top of the tilapia that I have at dinner, and I kind of ate a little bit of the lemon meat, I guess, the actual lemon. So I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I'm going to try not to eat it tonight for dinner. Besides that, I've been following the protocol to a T, eating at the right times. And the other thing too is I had my snack before I was going to bed, but then I ended up watching like another couple of movies, so I don't think that is good. Probably need to be getting my sleep, but it was a weekend day, so, and I started a new job and I haven't been able to watch any TV, so that was my night to be able to watch some TV and catch up on some shows. So that's it for day 1 and day 2 of week 1. Bye. So it's the end of day 3, week 1 on ideal protein, and I have very little energy. Today I got nauseous about 15-20 minutes after breakfast and lunch. I did not get nauseous with dinner. And it went away on its own like 20 or 30 minutes later. I asked the doctor about it, and he said that I can't take anything that's flavored for it, so I can't take Tums or Pepto-Bismol, but I can drink a glass of water with half a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil in it. Can you tell how I feel about that? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to bed like at least an hour earlier than I usually do. I guess it's my reaction, my response to the detox my body's going through and carb flu. But I did want to show you this. It's my snack. This is a chocolatey coconut bar, and it tastes like an Almond Joy if you like chocolate and coconut. And I actually chopped it into all these pieces so it lasts longer. And I also chilled it because I've discovered it's better when it's cold instead of room temperature. So that's my snack, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little better, but I think this first week is just a detox week. And I also decided to join dietbet.com again. I've done it before. I did a lose 4% of your weight in 4 weeks challenge, and now I'm doing lose 10% of your weight in 6 months. So that started today, or starts tomorrow. I sent in my weigh-in already, and I guess the final weigh-in will be in November. So hopefully I'll get the weight off and keep it off. The goal is to lose the 10% in the first 5 months and keep it off in the 6th month. So, but you can't get disqualified if you lose too much weight. But according to what the doctor wants me to lose, I don't think I'll get disqualified. So it's just for people who like join a challenge and then they go get like a surgery or something. And then of course, you know, they won because surgery, that's kind of the point, to rapidly lose weight. So I'm going to eat this bar now because it's right here next to me, and I'm done. I'm done today. Bye. But it's the morning of day 6. I'm down 8 pounds according to my scale. And I posted this on Facebook, but it's weird how right the doctor is, how each pound has a story, and that it can be emotional for people when they get to certain weights. I feel like I'm in a mourning process. It's really weird. I'm not sure if when I was at this weight, if I was in a really unhappy place. It's possible. But it's like every morning I just feel like I'm grieving. It's very weird. The nausea has kind of gone away, come back, but it's like, okay, so day 4, about halfway through the day I was starting to feel better, but then lunch on day 5 I was feeling a little nauseous and starting to get dizzy. And days 4 and days 5, like both those days, I've been drinking like a gallon of water. Like I cannot keep up with like how much water I want. Lunch yesterday I took ibuprofen because I can't really take anything for like nausea, but I was starting to get dizzy, so I was like, okay, let me drink some ibuprofen, and it actually helped. It's weird. I'm like, usually take that for headaches, but I did not have a headache because I've been drinking a lot of water. But it's just tough right now to get out of bed because I just feel like I'm grieving, but I'm not grieving like not being able to eat certain foods. I'm grieving like the loss of the weight, and I'm like, shouldn't I be happy about this? But I think what's happening is whenever I was this weight, I wasn't in a happy place. So, and that's part of what they talk about in the ideal protein, sorry if I shook the thing, program, that usually when we're eating and we are gaining the weight, it's at moments of unhappiness or moments when there's displeasure. And so that's kind of what I'm experiencing right now. On average, since I weighed in this morning, I've lost 1.6 pounds per day, so 8 pounds in 5 days. I haven't cheated at all. And I'm drinking a lot of water, like I said, a gallon a day. So I'm kind of wondering if at this rate, if the doctor is going to keep me a second week on this really strict week 1 protocol. I know for phase 1 that you can actually have like different vegetables, different meats and everything. I might even ask him if I can just stay on the really strict one for 10 days, even if he wants me to start eating other vegetables, because I kind of want to see if I can lose 16 pounds in 10 days since I'm averaging 1.6 pounds a day, because I want to see if that happens. And I'm just learning a lot about proteins as far as like the amino acids, the 20 amino acids that our body needs. And the non-essential ones are ones we could create, and the essential ones are ones we need to get from food, but that plants actually have all of them, whereas like meat doesn't. And so I'm going to ask my doctor about that, because the internet is littered with misinformation. And I'm just like, it's really hard to find what's the science and what's not, because some people who say they're scientists or have actually studied science aren't truly scientists. Like, it's not that they're not scientists, they're probably scientists in whatever they studied, but it doesn't mean that they're nutritionists or kinesthesiologists. And I just really want to know if I can build muscle with vegetables, because honestly, I'm sick of chicken and turkey and having to eat that with every stupid meal. And part of the whole ideal protein thing is like you're able to get, because of that type of protein that's in it, it's biological protein that's available like that. Your body just grabs it. The ideal protein is like 90 to 100 calories, and the protein, that highly available one, is 20 grams, whereas like a piece of red meat, you have to consume 300 calories worth of meat to get 15 grams of protein, because 65 to 75% of that meat is water, and then there's the connective tissue, and then there's the protein. So I'm like, okay, well then I don't want to eat ideal protein food forever, gross, but I'm like, okay, so what other foods are out there that are like that? And I'm thinking plants. It's probably going to be plants. So that's my spiel. When I research or I read more about like how proteins work, it kind of helps get my mind off of being sad. The other part is I'm really sad I couldn't do this on my own, and it really bums me out. But anyway, I gotta go to work, so bye. So it's the end of day 6, and I wanted to do a second little vlog because I figured out why I was so emotional this morning. So, like I said before, the doctor said that there's a story with every pound, and I was looking at one of my apps where I used to record my weigh-ins with the same scale I'm using today, and what I found out was that I weighed about this weight when my mom had a serious medical thing happen. And I think that the anxiety and almost panicky feelings I was having was because I was remembering that time period. So that was really crazy. I was not expecting that. And I'm gonna probably look at some more history and try to remember history of my weigh-ins and try to remember what was going on in my life. I'm really tired today, but I think that's just from my new job and this and my part-time job, just getting to the end of the week on top of, with the diet involved too. So anyways, that's the end of day 6. So I just finished my second appointment with my doctor. It's on the 7th day of the week. It's basically going over my numbers and what I'm gonna do for the next week. I did lose like about 1 percentage point in fat, which is really encouraging, but my water is still kind of high. My body really likes holding on to water. My doctor said it could be related to the medications I take and being in ketosis. That combination is kind of making my body want to hold on to all the waters. But this means I have to be on the same diet for the next week, and I was kind of disappointed because there's like a little form or document showing like all the other foods you can have during this phase 1 time, and there's actually a lot of food on there I really like lots of different types of fish and vegetables, and like pickles. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat pickles, but no, I'm not eating pickles next week. It's still gonna be the same thing, except this time for breakfast I got the cappuccino drink again. For lunch I got the chocolate drink, and then for dinner it's again the tilapia, the broccoli, the spinach, and then for snack the same chocolate coconut bar, and then like also broccoli and spinach for lunch, and the 2 teaspoons of oil and the salt, all that good stuff, for 1 more week, just to see if we can get my body to let go of this water. 6.6 pounds down, just a little over a percentage point in fat already down, so that's good. I'm trucking along here. The detox phase continues for an extra week. Tonight's trivia night, so I'm going to be surrounded by all the good fried food smells, so hopefully that'll satiate you a bit. And now I'm going all chocolate all week, plus broccoli and spinach and tilapia and some oil. Oh, and he wants me to eat a lot more spinach, like instead of the 2 cups, to like try to get 3 cups, 4 cups in a meal. And I'm fine with that. I mean, I could just eat spinach like chips. So it's kind of salty. It's weird. Anyways, and I even buy organic. I think I have to like wash it again. I don't know. But I can juice it and just, I'm good to go. So I'm gonna just drink a lot of spinach. See how that goes. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you in the next update.